Hey there everybody, welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain of Memories. In the last episode, we managed to defeat Genie Jafar and also gotten ourselves a wonderful Genie magic card. Sadly, we still can't do anything with the key rewards in this place, so we're actually going to continue with plot, because every time you end up completing any sort of area, you come to the Conqueror's Respite, and then you go ahead and prep up for your next battle. Hopefully, sometimes you can get boss fights, sometimes you don't, sometimes you just get intermissions. But hopefully, I think this time it will actually be an intermission because you don't get a boss fight until I think after you complete all the other worlds.
Huh? What's the matter?
It's that creepy castle that I was talking about earlier. I know I didn't imagine it. 'Cause that was the castle where Sora had to use the Keyblade to free Kairi's heart. Then he just disappeared, and I was so worried. How could I ever forget that?
Oh, it was when I turned into a Heartless. Wait, that happened in a castle?
You forgot that? 'Cause I remember perfectly.
Then what's it called?
That's easy, it was. Somebody help me. Is it in your journal?
Every word. I finished the first volume right before we got to this castle. Now then, if I can just find it. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, how could it be?
What's the matter?
Oh, my entries, they're gone. Every page is blank.
What do we do?
How could this have happened? I'm so careful with the journals. All that hard work is gone.
The journal's blank. What's going on?
Maybe it has something to do with Castle. Blah, 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 blah. Also, I'm kind of recording this at the time of when Kingdom Hearts has already been released, and oh boy, that experience is it's a trip. We're not gonna be getting to that game no time soon, though.
Something screwy. Journal pages don't trust Spanish.
What if it's more things?
Huh?
Goofy was telling us about another castle we'd been to, but none of us really remembers it. Do you think? Could it be that we don't remember because we're losing our memories?
Losing our memories?
Hold on. Remember what that mystery fella said? In this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. It must have been our memories he was talking about losing.
So if we keep going, we'll lose more. Guess it really is Castle Oblivion.
So the higher we go, the more we'll forget. Does that mean everything and everybody will be forgotten?
Riku and Kairi too.
Do you want to go back?
Don't worry, fellers. We might forget about where we've been or what things we've seen, but we won't forget who our friends are.
I don't know.
Come on, Sora. When you turned into a Heartless, did you forget about me and Donald?
Of course I didn't.
There you go. No matter what happens, you won't forget your friends.
Oh. You're right. Thank you, Goofy.
So if there's nothing here that can make you forget about your friends, then we have nothing to be scared of. Let's go!
But when I turned into a Heartless, who was the one who took forever to notice and kept clobbering me?
How come you couldn't forget about that?
Wacky. By the way, you know what I find interesting? After looking at Sora's Kingdom Hearts 1 model and looking at the chain, in Kingdom Hearts 3, the chain actually is an appropriate size. But for some reason in this game, the chain looks freaking huge for some reason. It's like, huh? That doesn't even make any sense. Oh man, I'm not gonna talk about KH3 spoilers at all, so don't worry. I'm never gonna go into any detail of that game until we obviously get to it. But there are gonna be like two different ways of how I'm gonna be tackling this. There's gonna be obviously the live stream way, and which is going to be a marathon thing, and then there's also going to be the let's play way, which is going to be what this is as well. I think I might do it differently. Like I think with Kingdom Hearts, the marathon one, I kind of still want to do it in order. But anyways, the next area, this area has 2 boss fights. This area has 1 boss fight, which is easy to do. So we're actually going to take out Halloween Town second, because the boss that we have to face is just Oogie Boogie, and the way how Oogie Boogie works is that you just have to counter. He only does 1 card per slot, and so you don't have to really worry about like slates coming from him or not. So yeah. Anyways, this is Halloween Town again. Welcome back to the world that everyone loves. Its notorious favorite theme. I'm not going to really talk about the plot of this world, but it is what it is. I mean, to be perfectly honest, do I really even have to at this point? It's Kingdom Hearts. Like, come on, guys, keep up. But no, as I stated before, worlds are the same. They're not going to be any different at all. So it's just that we're just treading through the same exact stories. It's kind of the reason as to why Chain of Memories is there's a point to Chain of Memories, and then there's no point to Chain of Memories. But it's still one of those things that you still have to play, even if you don't want to. Trust me, I know that nobody wants to. Even though I do like the mechanics that they do introduce in this game. I'm just glad they don't use it anymore, because it can kind of get kind of annoying after a while. And yeah, whatever. Anyways, we have to fight these guys, because why not? Because Jack is a dope. Thanks, Jack. Now, Jack has the capabilities of using, oh, I did not put in the card. Damn. The Jafar card is going to be a very important card for me to put on, because it ends up protecting you against breaking attack cards, which is really, really helpful for when you're fighting, you know, bosses. But yeah. Halloween Town, enemies, White Knights, and I think those plant enemies that will end up showing up in Wonderland show up here as well. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I think there are other new enemy types. There are gargoyle enemies too, which, you know, you already know how annoying they were back in Kingdom Hearts 1 days. They're like the only ones that were annoying back in the day. But now they're, you know, they're tameable. They're manageable. They can get their butts whooped, and they're pretty Gucci. And kabooyah! Keep hitting my table, by the way. That's my bad. Be sure to take care of the experience, take out the experience things, because remember, they can end up tending to disappear. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the plant, because the plant does have like the most HP going on, and that's usually never a good thing. Go away. Let me see. We got Jack here, so let's just mix in with this. There we go. That's it? That's all you do? Man, Donald's better than you. It's like Donald's better than you. I didn't think I actually say that. We should be almost done, because these should be the last few. I keep forgetting that targeting is R2, not L, not R1. Yeah, we got a red. That is a very rare card for us to get, because I never thought that I'd actually get that card. The random Joker card, you want to use that in the final portion of the game when you get to the final world. The reason as to why I say that, because the final door is 99, and the Joker card kind of mitigates it completely, so you don't have to spam 99 cards. The other thing is, after the, I want to say, the first set of worlds, green cards will become a little bit more rarer to get, because if you're in the final world, for some reason, I don't know why this is the case, green cards are hard to get, or at all for that matter. I think green cards are completely just not there in the final world, which is hilarious because you kind of need the green cards to get past certain places, but the game doesn't really drop it. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Like, they do that for, they gatekeep you for the reward cards, because you have to go into the second set of worlds to get the reward cards. And this is Terror. Essentially, you combine 2 summon cards and 1 Jack card to be able to go ahead and get it. Well, actually, I should more so say there are 2 ways of doing it. You can use 2 summon cards and Jack, or you can use Simba and Mushu and item card. We don't get Mushu until like almost the very end of the game, so that's not gonna even happen. So you might as well get like 2 summon cards and Jack. So basically, 1 Genie, 1 Simba, and a Jack card. Not gonna use it because it's a very useless ability. I was gonna have like a video showcase that showcases all the moves, but the problem is you have to kind of get to maximum level, and that takes too damn long. I mean, there are ways of grinding very easily in this game, but no. Most of the enemy types you've already seen already, so I'm not going to really showcase them. So if you are expecting me to showcase them every single time, don't worry. I tend to skip. I will end up skipping fights, or cutting fights, I should say. Because I really don't want you guys to go ahead and see me grind or fighting. I will be grinding to almost like a very good amount. So I will be trying to fight like almost every single Heartless. Some fights obviously will take longer than others, but it doesn't really matter because as long as I'm cutting it, you guys don't have to watch it. Now, sadly, however, that just means that the parts will kind of be a little bit long in terms of me fighting all the damn time, though. So, yay, I guess? I mean, most of the time, most people like parts going on longer than they should, but I kind of don't really like that. Alright, and we managed to level up from that fight, so we're actually going to learn Strike Raid, because learning slights is more important than learning anything else. Anyway, Strike Raid hurls the Keyblade forward and stunning, dealing damage to enemies in path. You need a card amount that is 24 or 26. It's easier to understand this if you end up just looking at the example, which is 3 8 cards. So yeah, except that's not the move that that's not the real good move that you want to actually use. You kind of want to use what is it? What's that move? Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade is actually very, very useful against organization fights. Booyah! Alright, I think that's all the Heartless here. So, let's continue on with the doors, shall we? Let me see. 0 cards also works against 1 doors. I don't know. Let's use this. This will actually drop down the Heartless numbers. I mean, it will kind of be bad to do that, but I kind of also don't want to deal with a lot of them, so yeah. Also makes the runes smaller too. But yeah. Is that a plot door? No, it is not. Well, that's one of the plot doors. Oh, look at that. We actually managed to get ourselves a second shadow card. Alright. So, I think something tells me the game part wants me to go around to get to that area. Let us find out, because usually they kind of don't do that. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. But let's use the Mooga card so we can actually get 2 things. Some cards and some booster packs. Yeah, that's exactly what I figured. It always does that. And the key reward is actually right there. Huh. What you give me, Moogle boy? Ooh. Alright, so the recovery is good. So if we get broken with the pumpkin head, we'll actually recover faster from it. But its attack strength is C, which is not really all that great. It's not as good. Its combo finisher is not as great as the 3 wishes. So yeah, but that's not the thing that I want to actually buy. I want to kind of start buying like magic cards, because I'm not gonna lie to you, magic cards are pretty freaking good in this game. Like they're too good. Like if you can like go out of your way to get more so magic cards than item cards as well, you can pretty much dish out like good. Like magic is really good in this game. Sadly, the problem is just, you know, getting enough. Oh, since I don't need a second shadow card, so that can pretty much go away. Let me see. How much do we have? Oh, we do not have none. Okay, I'm not gonna even bother. I was gonna say like how much of the things do we have that we kind of almost maxed out, so. Alright, so we wanted to go into this general direction. Sadly, however, I won't be able to create a save point just yet, but you know what? Just in case, let's actually create one here. Might as well. At some point, I am going to have to grind for another save point card, because I think that was my last one, which sucks. So I am going to need a second one. Oh, it's good to know that's over there too. But that's not where we want to go. We want to go this way. And we got a 1 card. This will increase magic cards. This will increase item cards. This will increase friend cards. And this will go ahead and Ruin Where Striking First deals heavy damage to Heartless. I actually want this, because it means that if I actually can get the first strike on them, it'll deal a hell of a lot of damage to them. And also stunning them to boot. So let's actually be careful. Whoa, no. Get away. Alright, cool. Actually doing that actually does help out a great deal. Being able to just twat them in the head with a keyblade. Because this is what it does. It ends up, if you notice now, look at their health. Their health is like dropped significantly. And it's great too. Sadly, however, it only works well if you don't have to fight multiple monsters though. Because if you have to fight multiple Heartless, then the whole point of the card's effects kind of mitigated. So it's like, it's not really that great. I need to get rid of that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Go away. Oh, I still managed to hit you, so who cares? Let's just do this. Got Goofy Smash. Okay, well, good work, Jack. And Babushi. Douche. Skadoosh. Can we hit you? No, we can't, because of course not. We can't jump. We can't jump and use ice. I think we leveled up. Level up more of the CP, because as long as I don't get hit a lot, which, you know, is going to be bound to happen, like increasing my CP more than my my thing is probably going to be detrimental to me at some point. Not now though, but later on, trust me. All right, we got ourselves another save card. That's actually good, because as I stated before, we kind of are gonna need them. I will admit though, the only way grinding can be, battles will be going a lot faster is when we start getting like, cards that kind of give us that capabilities. As of right now, we do not have the capabilities of doing that. Like we don't, like we start to get like moves like arrow, we get like the combination of Mega Flare with Mushu and fire. We get like moves that can deal like so much damage to enemies that grinding in the final area is easy. Like it's really, really easy. And it's kind of recommended to create a deck that's a level up only deck, so that way, you know, you can pretty much grind to a point without having to deal with the nonsense. Because leveling up in this game is, you can go about it in 2 ways. You can just increase your CP and not worry about, you know, getting hit at all, because if you can go ahead and, you know, attack your opponent and kill them fast enough, then you don't have to worry about getting hit. Sadly, however, that only works if you're fast of executing 2 things. 1, your slights, and 2, your 0 cards when they execute their slights. Because the thing is that Sora's defense sucks in this game. Like, he has like no defense at all. So if you end up getting hit by any of the organization members' spell attacks, that because they sometimes love to use enemy skills that increases their elemental attacks, such as fire boost, thunder boost, ice boost, and I will admit, you think that they probably don't hurt that much, but I'm gonna say this now: when they execute fire boost and all those boost attacks, they will end up killing you in probably like 3 hits if you're not careful. But if you're good enough to be able to wail on them fast enough, like using moves such as Lethal Frame, which stops your opponent in their tracks so you can be able to dish out attacks. So if you want to have a very effective time, I'm gonna say this: do a slight set that is Jafar, Lethal Frame, and after Lethal Frame, Sonic Blade. Or if you really want to go ahead and be cheesy, you can go ahead and combined. You can go ahead and have Lethal Frame, Sonic, Lethal Frame, Sonic, a bunch of Lethal Frame setups, and then you can do Sonic Blade, and then after that you use a elixir or whatever, and then lather, rinse, repeat until the opponent dies, because you deal a lot of damage by doing those moves. I don't know why, they just do. Don't question it, okay? I guess we're going down here, because Oogie Boogie is in the final portion, which we'll probably save that for next time. Actually, no, we won't. With all the battles that I've been doing, we probably might as well just do it now. Do we have a multiple card? No, we don't. And give it a 1 then. See how the game loves to make you use green cards to get past stuff? Ugh. Sadly, however, my nose is itching something fierce. We're Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And you shall remember that name. All the doctor did was smell it and Heartless appeared. Well, damn. Jeez. Jack, you don't listen, dude. Damn. Friggin' football tackled her. And there he goes. I don't even know how the hell we even get these key of beginnings, truths, and all that. Like I never understand that. Like, how the hell do we get those cards? Did they just drop from the enemies or something as we're talking to them? I don't get it. Anyways, enough of me trying to figure out that. I should mention something. If you are trying to go for one of the achievements of this game, you kind of have to not die. Or I should say, save points are going to be the thing to help you be able to get that trophy, because you can't die. You can die, but you can't press continue. Because if you press continue, you'll essentially you'll end up losing the the trophy, and then you have to do the the game all over again, because you can't die at least once. If you die even once and press continue, you have to do it all over again. I'm not even kidding. Hand over the potion, you fiend! Oh boy. No! He's gonna chug the potion! You fool! Oh boy. Seems Oggi's being reminded of the time that we beat the crap out of him. Well, I mean, whatever. Anyways, boss fight, Oggi. As I stated before, you want to go ahead and end up basically destroying the cards and trying to get the Mickey card out. If you can get the Mickey card and you use the Mickey card, you can pretty much go ahead and not have to deal with him. So yeah, and that's pretty much the fight in a nutshell, to be honest. Like it's only difficult if you don't have the appropriate cards with you, but other than that, it's fairly easy. He's not hard. And take that. Alright, so let's do that. Thanks, Jack. Oh, rip. Thank you. There we go. How about no, baby? Wow, that sucked. Like, that really sucked. But yeah, this fight is not hard, as I said. And we're done. Wow, that was a lot easier than I expected to be. And we're done. But yeah, that's essentially the fight in a nutshell. You can make that your first fight, but I kind of don't recommend it because you notice that he was doing 7 and 8 cards, and by the point you get to this level, you don't really have a lot of 7 and 8 attack cards on you. So yeah, Oogie Boogie is a very interesting card. It ends up helping you. It heals you. So, you know, actually, wait, is it a heal or is it no? Yeah, it's an auto regain. So you end up regaining your health back if you end up using him. He's pretty good. I don't really use him all that much because at that point you're kind of more so trying to kill your opponent fast enough than trying to regain your health. I guess the only time you'll probably ever do that is if you run out of healing cards, which, you know, They could have made the game a lot more broken if they made potions actually also heal you as well. But they didn't want to because that would be cheating. Of course, unpredictable changes within. Then what about me? What happens when my true memories awaken? Oh boy, you got a lot to learn, my dude. Yeah, but we're not going to take the potion because we might as well figure it out ourselves because that's how we roll. But anyways, that is actually the end of Halloween Town. Very short world. Well, then again, all the worlds are short. All the worlds are short if you're not bumbling around fighting Heartless 10,000 times. Even though leveling up is very important. It really is. Let me just hit this. Okay, there's no point in hitting that. Alright, so that's actually the end of this episode of Kingdom Hearts Re.Chain of Memories. In the next episode, we're going to continue on with the plot and then figure out what the hell the gang is going to do. Like I said, I'm only saving for precaution because I don't even remember what's there. I don't remember whether we have a boss fight or whether we do or don't have a boss fight. Anyways, I've been CCX and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Laters!